knowledge from Arnold, Lou, Rich, all these legal product. You can do this if first mindset, believe, check your blood, passion. Born American, Miss Universe. We got the Mr. Olympia for decades and decades, competing and being on stage. What I love is going back and seeing you on stage with people like Lee Priest, Rich Gaspari. I just saw something. I think it was the Arnold Classic. I think it was you and Rich Gaspari down to that final two and stuff like that. And just seeing this young kid coming up, and then the legend, you there, and the shoulders you've rubbed.
What?
The shoulders you have stood next to and been in the trenches with and learned from. Because I know your age, and I know that your knowledge, but you pick up knowledge from all those elites, and it sets you up differently in life.
Exactly.
It really does, because you're around that. And I get to suck this knowledge up. And it's not just the knowledge that you learn and where you came from and how you grew up, but it's the knowledge from Arnold, Lou, Rich, all these little product. And then they give you those little tidbits. And I get to receive those tidbits if I listen.
Yeah,
of course.
Not ask questions. Listen.
Right.
Yeah.
And when Johnny talks about this stuff, and when he's talking about blood tests and getting there, it doesn't mean anything outside of where are you at.
That's right.
It doesn't mean you have to be on medication. It doesn't mean you have to do peptides. It doesn't mean any of that. It means let's find out where you're at and then move forward.
You move forward.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But I don't understand why people hear it and don't move on it.
They think that maybe it doesn't pertain to them, or they're okay, whatever it is. You know, a lot of people, I talk to them about blood work, and then I start breaking down why they should get blood work. Because usually when we say blood work, unless you're in our industry or you're very educated about what I'm talking about, you think, all right, well, I go into my general practitioner and I get blood work. And yes, you get blood work. That's absolutely correct. But what tests are they running on you in this blood work? And then I start talking, I'm like, okay, because I know exactly what these guys prescribe and what they write for tests. So I'm like, listen, this is what they did for you, right? So you got a cholesterol test, you got a complete metabolic panel, and a CBC, complete blood cell count. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right. And I'm like, but you're missing all this other stuff. Right? And then we start talking about, like, hey, how's your energy level? How's your mental clarity? How's libido action, right? Is your body responding like it used to, right? And they're like, oh, no. I'm like, well, listen, this is why you want to run the blood test, because it sounds like you might have low testosterone or something's going on.
And the doctor will say, if that number is, let's say, 350, oh, you're fine.
Yep.
You're healthy.
Yep.
Now,
So
I just want to make a metaphor on this. If I squatted anything less than I squatted today and Robbie wasn't here, I could probably go, cool, awesome. I got a leg workout in, guys. But Robbie was here and he saw me and he goes, no, get here, get here. And so the metaphor there is this: you may be going through life and you may be working out, and I hear that a lot.
Yep.
But are you taking it to the level that you can go to?
Right.
And are you around the right people? I had Robbie here today. We all have John that could look at those numbers better than your doctor and go, hey, we can do better.
Can do better,
Right.
always. Age has nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
Made-up mind is more powerful. Imagination. I mean, you have to include the imagination of what you want to look like and what you want to accomplish. There's be a consistent thing going on back and forth.
But they think that it's done by 35. They think they can't create this physique. Well, you're sitting right next to me, almost 80, looking like a Greek god.
That's because I do the work. You have to do the work.
No, because you believe you can do it.
Yeah.
They need to believe they can do it, and they got to go over there and start the process with Titan Medical.
You know, the other thing is you're consistent. Consistency is key in anything that you do. The more consistent you are with it, the better you're going to do at it, usually. I mean, so if you're consistently eating correctly, you're consistently training properly, you're going to get consistent results. If you decide that, I'm going to, because a lot of these guys, they think it's all chemical warfare, especially the younger guys. How much can I do? How many different components can I add in? And then you look at him, you're like, what are you doing, bro? And he's like, he's telling you like 10 different things. I'm like, well, you don't look that good, man, for 10 different things. I'm like, I'm thinking, if you're going to do this much stuff, I mean, you should be looking amazing, like amazing. And that's just not happening. So I don't know if it's the work ethic or people just want instant gratification because, listen, the old school guys have way more work ethic and work way harder, in my opinion. Okay.
No, this is reality. I know today might be a little harsh for a lot of people, but I think today needs to be a little slap to a lot of people out there. You got to stop saying that maybe you think you're doing the very best you can. Maybe you're not. And that's not a cop against you. I want to be told. I like that he says, stop that. Put another plate on. I like that. And if you don't like that kind of push, come on, Johnny. You and I text every day and every show. Are you moving it? Are you going?
Put on the iron.
Hell yeah.
But everything about life, you should do that.
Not just that, everything about life.
Yeah, I agree, man. You got to dig down deep.
Put your heart and soul in it. Believe that you can accomplish it. But stop listening to all that. I can't. You can't. I don't think I can do this. I don't want to hear it. Seriously.
I mean, participation trophies and all that have spurred some of this stuff that we're talking about. So you got to get that out. There's winners and losers in life. And what are you going to be? And what are you going to do to get there? And when Robbie was talking about before, you got to have this and you got to have this too. Because you ain't got a heart and you got the mind, you ain't going to do nothing. So at that point, like, you got to dedicate yourselves. Nobody's going to do it for you. I mean, you guys are talking about your partners. Listen, I have a great partner. My wife is amazing in every single way, shape, and form. The only part that I don't get from my wife is she's not a big workout person. And I am. So I'm dragging her ass to the gym. I don't care because I want to get her better. But, that'd be nice to push a little bit. I've always been a self-motivator, and sometimes you got to be. But if you have a partner that's pushing you, you're lucky. You're a lucky person. So thank that partner, even if she's kicking you in the ass when you don't want to go to the gym or you don't want to eat right, and she's doing the right thing for you. So you got to love her for that. So that's a beautiful thing. But, yeah, man, it's a game of consistency and hard work. I truly believe in anything you're going to do, whether it's business, whether it's working out and building your body or whatever you're going to do. I mean, these are essential things that you need to do or need to have.
I love it. Thanks for taking time today,
awesome.
Johnny. Man,
sure.
I love it. I love that we got to sit down with. Again, John is the owner and CEO of Titan Medical. We have my friend for decades, the legend Robbie Robinson, the Black Prince, right here from the swamps of Florida.
Awesome.
And again, telling you can do this if first mindset. Yeah. Believe, check your passion, and don't think that the go to that old school mentality. Yeah. Put the work in.
Definitely, you got to do the work.
Put the work in. That's the best statement put out there. It definitely is. It's so true.
We will be back in about an hour and a half for a sit down again with the whole crew over at Titan Medical. So we'll check back in here. In the meantime, guys, have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robbie. Thanks, Mike.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody. See you guys later.
Have a good day. Awesome, man.